WERUradio Morning Crew, ladies and gentlemen, the story is back on everyone's lips. The moment that Janet Jackson's breast was exposed. The documentary is now on Hulu for those of you who have not seen it. Go ahead and look at it. A lot of stuff is revealed, and a lot of stuff that people have said during the course of that event are now resurfacing. And one newscaster is under fire for some disgustingly sexist remarks he made during an interview with Tyler Perry and Janet Jackson shortly after that event. This is about 2 minutes and 20 seconds of very uncomfortable conversation if you were Janet or Tyler Perry at this particular moment. Take a listen. Let's
Hey, Janet, anything happened to you at the Super Bowl?
I tell you this. I absolutely am hoping that the Jets go to the Super Bowl this year. I really am.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, Janet, how often do you consider that you single-handedly rocked the broadcast world? Policy around the world, FCC policies have changed, and millions of dollars have changed hands as a result of that single incident at the Super Bowl.
Not only that, why did I get married when it opens on the 12th here? I think that people will see what a great actress he is.
Dodging and weaving, bobbing and
Is it just me, or is Janet wearing iron suspenders right now? Is that the way you roll these days? Is it that bad?
It's what bad? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing's bad. No.
Well, everything's great. We're here to talk about the movie. I just think that we should keep it to what we wanted to talk about. It's about why did I get married, right?
Absolutely. Any wardrobe malfunctions in this movie?
Yes, there were actually. I had a few. Yeah, I had a few.
That's right. That'll be on the DVD when they come out, right?
The extras.
Okay, we'll move back to the movie. Are we the first people to ask you guys about that? Are we the first to bring it up?
Yeah, you're the first to bring it up, which is really surprising to me because we were only talking about the movie.
Well, if you want to send complaints, we're KSTV Channel 10.
No, it's quite all right. We were warned. We were warned. We were warned.
Hey, you guys, thanks for joining us this morning, Janet and Tyler. Wish the best of luck with the movie.
And next time, let Tyler get in a word, Janet, would you?
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks you guys.
Getting that all morning.
very cringy, super cringy. So that young man, if you want to call him that, is now again under fire. As you heard in the 2007 clip, they were joined in that interview. They were doing the press circuit for Why Did I Get Married? Now, Janet opted to remain silent. She smiled during that entire clip. She looked incredibly uncomfortable, but you know that the sister in her wanted to say some ish that she did not want to say. And of course, this man is non-melanated.
Mm-hmm.
So they attempted to redirect. Now, in the wake of that FX Hulu documentary, the 14-year-old incident has presently made its way to trending statute. And as an advocate for the pop queen, people are demanding another public apology from the gentleman in this particular clip and have taken to his social media handles to make sure their complaints are heard out loud. People not playing no more. Social media is powerful. So one person said that the fact that every interview Janet had to continually sit through while they asked the same wardrobe malfunction questions and yet still remained humble is why I stand for her. Another person says, when I am asked to not ask a question, I don't ask it because this is what happens. No one who is in an interview like this, this was not only disrespectful, but unprofessional. Janet gave grace and Tyler had her back, which of course you heard in the interview. He tried to, be humorous and redirect it, and homeboy was not hearing it. Another person said, what that Mark Allen did, I thought he was the coolest when I was in junior high school. I can't believe how aggressive and rude he was to Janet. One more person said, thank you for this post, Miss Lonnie. To see this human being of character being persecuted is unbearable. To see a dignified, accomplished Black woman be mocked, shamed, and made to need justice for this humiliation enrages me deeply. All right, Nate and Jana, weigh in. What do you think? What do you feel?
I thought he was an asshole, and I give props to Tyler for standing up for her like he did.
Yeah. Nate?
I'm not diminishing what this individual did, but there were people higher up, the Timberlakes, the president of CBS, many of the people that were in charge of those networks, those clear network stations, who aided in silently doing the same thing that this man did publicly, and none of them have been raked over the coals the way that this man will, and he's going to get the brunt of all of it. Since this documentary is out, that one man will get the brunt that none of them got. Justin Timberlake will continue being who he is and making his money, and all the other people involved are going to do the same thing. So for me, I'm hearing this. I think Tyler handled that perfectly. I think he could have been a little bit more stern instead of laughing it off as if it was a joke. I think he should have, in that moment, put his foot down as somebody who had that amount of clout, even at that time. But putting this man in line of fire based off of the actions of all those other people, I think is a little too much. But he deserves whatever he's going to get. But I think that same energy needs to go out towards those men
Well
as well.
said. Well said. And I also, but I think, as black men, you already know, Nate, anything we say that is aggressive, even if it's in defense of that person who's being persecuted, Janet in this case, would have been blown out of proportion and probably would have reignited the entire controversy that Janet was already in. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was trying to not cuss, because Tyler is a cusser. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Tyler is a cusser. And he could have been aggressive, but I think that would have even overshadowed what he was trying to do in the first place, which was to redirect.
Yeah, but at some point we may have to get ignorant, and doing things the rich white way is not always is not culturally acceptable for us, and it's not part of who we naturally are. I'm not saying we all just go off for no reason, but at some point you have to put your foot down. I said, and they probably prefaced this interview with saying we're not talking about they come in with their riders, and that's probably part of the conversation that they negotiated. We're not talking about that. So them to backdoor them and still do it, it was disrespectful. And sometimes that's just a local channel. This not gonna hurt, their press junket. Put your foot down, Tyler, protect her, because you already see she's not being protected. So put your foot down and say it loud and out loud. And I think it would have helped them probably throughout that whole press junket, because I saw quite a few of those interviews when they were doing that movie, and they would say it. They would do it. I remember she was on one with Jill Scott, and they were trying to get it open. And Jill had to come in and put her foot down. So we have to start protecting not only our men and women against other men and women, but we got to just start protecting each other and not being afraid of what the consequences are going to be.
I get you. I'm with you 100%. 100%. Jana, anything you want to add to that?
No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think about this situation and all of the situations that we talked about today. It'll be posted on our social media, and we'd love to know what you think. It is the We Argue Morning Crew. Good morning.
Morning.
The We Argue